This is Shanova, and I'm the CEO and founder of Fusions Magazine and TV. And today I have with me Mr. Andre Johnson, and he is the producer of Lithium Films. Andre, I just want to thank you so much for joining us today to do this interview with us.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome. So just kind of tell us a little about who you are, Andre, the man behind the scenes.
Man, it's a pretty lengthy story, but I'll just give you the gist of it. As Shanova said, I am the founder and CEO of Lithium Films. I'm also the writer, director, and producer of Murder Saved My Marriage, which is the backdrop you see in the background. It's been a pretty long journey from where I come from. I'm just like your typical average Joe. I'm not somebody spectacular, but you know, what I did is I kept a promise that I made to my mom. She was on her deathbed. You know, she made me promise her that I'd make something of myself. And it took a little while to get there, but you know, still by the grace of God and her watching over me, I was able to do that and get there. So, you know, I've always been fascinated with, you know, making movies. You know, ever since I was little. You know, how do they get those people? How do they get those people so small inside that box and everything? You know, so you know, at that age, at 5 or 6 years old, you know, you think of all kinds of crazy stuff. It's just, you know, imagination is running wild. But as I got older, that passion and that drive for bringing stories and people's testimonies to life in film, it just grew, and it's what has driven me to launch Lithium Films and to also launch my first film, which is Murder Saved My Marriage. So it's been an incredible journey. I don't see it as hard work because it's something that I enjoy, it's something that I love doing. So it's not a job, so to speak. So you know, I'm having fun doing it. You know?
Okay, I see that you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just kind of tell us a little about Murder Saved by Marriage? I mean, because you know, when you listen to, you know, when you look at the title of it, it's like, okay, it has you wondering.
Right.
You know, tell us about that and what motivated you to choose that name,
right.
And you know, to.
Well, I came up with the title. Well, I wrote this, and it's based. Let me back up. Murder Saved My Marriage is actually based on a true story. Some real close friends of mine. It took place and it happened in their lives right here in Dallas, and so I got his blessing to actually, you know, to tell the story. You know, and he's like, "Hey, man, I don't want to be in the scene. I don't want to be anything, but just tell the story." But his reason for giving me his blessing to tell his story, what happened to him and his family, you know, he's like, "Hey, listen, this story needs to be told because there are so many families, so many marriages out there that are just in disarray." And he said, "You know, hopefully my story can help people get back to the love in their relationship, the love in their marriages, which ultimately would help their families."
Right.
But I chose the title "Murder Saved My Marriage" because I wanted a title that was going to be captivating. It was going to be intriguing. It would make people say, "Whoa."
I did.
You know, so that was the reason behind it. And you know, murder, just a brief synopsis of Murder Saved My Marriage. It's a story about how spouses actually change their lying, cheating, unfaithful ways, but with a little murder motivation. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good.